day everybody, welcome back to It's a Small Vlog, and as you can see today I'm here at the Magic Kingdom on this very sunny and very hot June day. But today, as you can probably guess from the title and thumbnail of this video, we are going to be riding TIANA'S BAYOU adventure today. I was invited for cast previews by a cast member friend, so very appreciative for that. So previews have been going underway for only about 3 days at this point. Today's the third day they're doing it. I am a little nervous because technically speaking, this ride has not had a great start. It's been pretty rough. It's been going down pretty frequently, so hopefully we'll be able to actually get on it today, or at least hopefully we won't have to wait too long to ride it. It's really hot today, so this ride is going to feel really good. And it's crazy that a year and a half ago, I was here for the final day of Splash Mountain. If you want to go check out that video, I will leave a card in the top right-hand corner of the screen. And then for the past year and a half, you know, I've just been covering the construction of this project for quite a while, and it's finished. I mean, it's still in the testing phase. It doesn't officially open to the public until June 28th. The cast member previews are underway currently, and I don't know, it's just crazy to me that I'm actually going to be able to get to ride it today after covering the construction of it for months on end. So it's pretty surreal. But anyways, we're going to head on over to Frontierland and hopefully we'll be able to ride TIANA'S BAYOU adventure today. Alright everybody, we have made it to the front entrance of the attraction. There's the new sign. This is some of the new landscaping that's been happening at the railroad. Looks very nice. And this is our event check-in. So this is the queue. Okay. It's not that different from Splash Mountain. I mean, we have these new, like, cobblestone pathways, but then they kept a lot of the log fences. But then we have, they break it up a little bit with these, like, wrought iron ones. They're painted, like, purple and gold. Okay. These lampposts are kind of cool. There's all this jazz music playing. And the barn entrance is nice. So right over there, they have a new gift shop for when you exit the attraction. The sign's kind of hard to read because the tree is covering it. But it says TIANA'S BAYOU General. So there's some light theming on the walls. But for the most part, this whole area of the queue with the log fencing has remained pretty much unchanged. Like, the pavement is all the same. The fencing is all the same. It's just we have some new landscaping. We have these new lampposts that provide some light theming. There's a jazzy soundtrack kind of playing as you wait in line. So nothing too crazy here. They just kind of broke it up towards the front, towards the Frontierland station, with the cobblestone pathways and the purple and gold wrought iron fence. But this section of the queue is pretty much unchanged. So nothing crazy here with the theming. Hopefully when we get into the inside portion of the queue, we have some more things to look at. All right, update. I've been standing in line for about 45 minutes. Once we got in line, the ride shut down, technical issues, but they brought us all water. So it was very nice, but we're gonna be patient. We're gonna be okay. It's really hot out though. We'll keep you all updated. All right, after almost an hour of downtime, the current time is 11:32. We're moving. The ride is up, the line is moving. Now I can show you some more of the queue line, more of the interesting parts of the queue instead of just the outside. Okay, so this portion of the outside queue is called the Children's Garden. And we have some celery, onions, peppers, and over there is okra, a very popular ingredient in gumbo. So just some light theming, nothing too crazy so far, but some cute touches. And then as we slowly enter the barn, you have one of TIANA's, I guess, delivery cars. It's kind of cool. And then you have this mural inspired by artwork in New Orleans. And the classic attention 50-foot plunge ahead warning. You may get wet, more like you will get wet on this ride. And now we are officially inside the barn. This is really cute. What does that say? Princess Tiana throws Mardi Gras party for all of New Orleans. Yeah. How cute is that? There's so many fun details. Wow. Let's see, here you can see the date. This is taking place in February. of 1927. That is the time period that this attraction is based off of. So now we are officially up the stairs. This is Tiana's kitchen. Look how cute this all is. She's got her beignets. Really, really nice theming. And now this is all what the former tunnel looks like, where you had Brer Fox and Brer Bear and Brer Rabbit, all their portraits on the wall. You have the safety spiel right there. And if we go right here, it's kind of covered up by these glass windows, but the loading bay is right down there. All right, we're about to enter, so I'm gonna record some of it with my GoPro, but I'll see you guys after the ride. Bye.
They sure can play, but we've got to keep searching high and low.
How long can I go?
Y'all ready to get down to business?
All right, just got off. That felt really, really good. It's really hot today. The ride is back up and running, as you can see. I was able to secure the front row. I filmed it with my GoPro. And I have some thoughts, that's for sure. Yeah, I have some thoughts. I will find a quiet spot in just a little bit, and I'm gonna give you guys my nice in-depth review. Alright everybody, I am here in the Contemporary Convention Center on the second floor because number one, it is extremely hot, so I did not want to do my review in the hot and very crowded Magic Kingdom. And number two, it's peaceful, it's quiet, it's air conditioning. I was able to eat something over at Contempo Cafe. It's perfect. So now I'm going to give you my in-depth review of Tiana's Bayou Adventure and just kind of what I thought of it overall. This attraction was announced 4 years ago in the summer of 2020, right? We knew that it was going to be replacing Splash Mountain, as sad as that was. And then Splash Mountain closed last January, and here we are a year and a half later, and the ride is open. So a pretty quick turnaround time. I will say this, given the time constraint that they had, the very limited budget that the Imagineers were given with, and the incredibly big shoes that this ride had to fill, this is a overall solid retheme, but it's nothing more than that. There are a multitude of reasons why. So first, let's talk about the theming and the immersion. As expected, they nailed it. The exterior of the attraction, the interior, the queue line, it feels like you got transported to the Bayou. It feels like you've been transported to 1927 New Orleans. And they achieved that, and they achieved that very well. The queue is really, really nice. The outside of the queue, as you saw, has just kind of some light theming, nothing crazy. Once you get to the inside, they did some really, really cool things. So overall, I think the queue is better than Splash Mountain, especially on the inside. Really, really nice job. And then while you're riding the attraction, I mean, Imagineering pretty much pulled out every trick in the book here when it came to the immersion. You've got the animatronics, you've got screens, projections, physical sets, fiber optic lights, etc. From a technical perspective, this ride obviously is a massive upgrade from Splash Mountain. It gives Splash Mountain a run for its money when it comes to the technology. Every single animatronic is truly, truly fantastic. And then the one thing that I was a little worried about here with this attraction, given, you know, its fairly limited budget, is I was worried about the amount of animatronics that there were going to be here. So Splash Mountain had about 60 animatronics. This ride, from what I have counted, there are about 44 animatronics on this ride. So there are significantly less. We've lost about 16 or so animatronics. However, that kind of begs the question, is it better to have quality or quantity? In this case, I think the quality is more important than the quantity. Yes, we did lose quite a few animatronics. However, every single one that we currently have is an upgrade from all of the animatronics that were present in Splash Mountain. They are truly something else. I was also worried about the amount of screens that there would be in this attraction. And for the most part, there aren't a ton, which was a pleasant surprise. Most of the times when the screens are used, they're used to kind of create depth to a show scene. Think about Navi River Journey, how you have physical sets and then projections on those physical sets and then screens behind them. So the screens in this attraction are used pretty wisely. There's really only a handful of times when you can tell that a screen was just kind of put there because there wasn't enough money to put another animatronic there. There are only a handful of times where that happens. But now we come to the story. This is my issue here. The story is not good. I'm just gonna say it, there's no sugarcoating it. The story is not good. I don't like it. I know that's harsh. Let me explain though. When this attraction was first announced 4 years ago, we knew right from the get-go, one of the very first things that Imagineering shared with us was that this attraction was going to take place after the events of Princess and the Frog. This attraction is not a retelling of the movie that we all know and love. I appreciate Imagineering's effort in trying to expand upon Tiana's story, trying to do something a little different, trying to be creative. I appreciate that. They tried. They really did. They put forth a very good effort, you can tell. I'm sorry to say it, the story feels very shallow and boring. This is gonna sound mean because I don't want to knock the creative team for what they did, because I love Walt Disney Imagineering, I do. The story here feels like if Princess and the Frog got its own direct-to-DVD sequel. That's what it feels like. You know what I'm talking about? Those old crappy direct-to-DVD sequels from like the late 90s and the early 2000s, like Lady and the Tramp 2, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, Pocahontas 2, Kronk's New Groove, Lion King 1.5, just like all those really weird direct-to-DVD sequels that were just made to simply make a dime. That's what this storyline feels like. It is so shallow and boring. The story here is that Tiana is having a Mardi Gras celebration at her restaurant, except the one thing that she forgot to find musicians and performers to entertain people at the party and play music. So we go with her and journey into the bayou to find musically inclined animals and critters to play at her party or something, and we make friends with them along the way. Then eventually we run into Mama Odie, and she uses her magic to shrink us down to the size of frogs, which I think was a very weird story moment. So we're shrunk down to the size of frogs. We stumble upon frogs and fireflies and things of that nature. And then I just feel like from here on out, the story goes from bad to worse. Again, this is the former laughing place scene that we're talking about. Then after that, we get to the big lift hill, right? The big 50-foot drop moment, and how the drop works in this story. It's, okay, we found all of our friends, time to get back to the party. Mama Odie says, hey, let me get you back to your original size because you guys are really small right now. And I know a shortcut to the party, and that's the 50-foot drop. And it's just like, that's it. The 50-foot drop is acting as a shortcut to Tiana's Mardi Gras party. Seriously? Like, it just feels so boring and underwhelming. And an attraction that has a 50-foot drop should not feel boring or underwhelming. There should be some sort of anticipation. And I think this problem could have easily have been fixed if they simply just retold the story of Princess and the Frog. I think the thing that made Splash Mountain so memorable and so beloved was that, yes, the story was just as simple, but there was a protagonist and then an antagonist, right? You had Brer Rabbit as the protagonist. Then you had Brer Fox and Brer Bear trying to catch him. They are the antagonists of the story. When you're about to climb that lift hill, you get to the laughing place scene. Brer Rabbit is captured by Brer Fox, and there's this sense of danger. There's this sense of unease and anticipation. And I think this easily could have been fixed if they simply just retold the story of Princess and the Frog and they included Dr. Facilier here. The former laughing place scene could have been Dr. Facilier's lair, all the voodoo magic and stuff, and then when we're going up the lift hill, maybe we could be saved by Mama Odie, and you're going up the lift hill, and Friends on the Other Side is playing. You're going up, and you know it's playing, Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How was that not in this ride? That was such a missed opportunity that seemed like such a given. Part of the reason why the story feels shallow to me is because there's no danger, there's no threat. They totally sucked it right out of there. And maybe that was a complaint with Splash Mountain, maybe kids thought it was scary, but I feel like that is that made the story complete, and we were able to connect with Splash Mountain. It's a lot more lighthearted, which maybe that's what they were going for here, and I think that sounded like a better idea on paper, definitely worse in execution. There's some sort of disconnect, and I cannot connect with this story or this attraction in the same way that I connected with Splash Mountain, and I don't think I'm going to be the only one. I want to love this ride. I can't love it. I like it. I think it's fun, and I think it's cute. There's nothing exciting here. It feels boring because there's no anticipation or threat that's part of the story. Maybe this storyline would have been better if this was simply just a Fantasyland dark ride, or giving Tiana her own separate attraction, as I have said many, many times before. It breaks the ride for me, and I don't love this ride. I don't hate it, absolutely not. I like it, I don't love it. It is a good retheme, it is a good ride, but it's nothing more than good. It's solid, it's decent, it's good, it's subpar. It's good, it's cute, and it's fun. And I was kind of hoping and expecting a little bit more than just cute and fun. So Tiana's Bayou Adventure, if I had to rate it, maybe like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. I would give the immersion 10 out of 10, the technology a 10 out of 10, but the story like a 3 or a 2. They dropped the ball. Is it a bad ride? Absolutely not. It is a solid retheme. It works. It's cute. I encourage you to experience it. I think everybody needs to experience it at least once before giving it proper judgment. Is it better than Splash Mountain? Do I like it better than Splash Mountain? You're going to hear so many different mixed reviews. This is my review. No, I don't like it better than Splash Mountain. I miss Splash Mountain a lot. Yep, so that is my very in-depth review of Tiana's Bayou Adventure over at the Magic Kingdom. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I genuinely would love to know. I really would like to know what you guys think. I'm sure not many of you have probably ridden it yet. Literally, previews have been going on for 3 days at this point. But let me know if you plan on visiting Walt Disney World this summer, if you plan on riding it. I would encourage everybody to ride it. I think everybody needs to experience it at least once to give it proper judgment. I would like to ride it a few more times. Maybe some aspects of the story will grow on me. I was expecting more from the story. I really was. And I didn't think that the story was something that the Imagineers would drop the ball on. But man, it was a miss. I never thought I'd be saying that. Overall though, a solid retheme. It's good, it's cute, kids are gonna love it, that is for sure. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed my very in-depth review. I'm sorry if I rambled on for a little bit. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Check me out on Instagram as well. The link is down below. Again, just let me know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this ride. I know that there's tons of point of views on YouTube, including mine that's in this video. But video never does anything justice. You've got to experience it for yourself before you can give it proper judgment. Because I've watched videos of this on YouTube before I experienced it. And I was like, okay, experience it in person. It's always better in person. So, yeah, but initial thoughts, please let me know. But my name is Bobby. This has been It's a Small Vlog. Tiana's Bayou Adventure previews. Have a magical day. Bye.